Ontario Futsal Cup for 2025. My name is Pierce Lang, and I am absolutely delighted to be here with you this afternoon for the first of our two games that we're going to be live streaming. It is your men's final here between 9 de October FC and Toronto Idolo, two teams with long, prestigious histories within the game of futsal. We're at the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario. We're at the top of the escarpment here, looking down on the Dundas Valley. A couple things to get you sorted out with here if you're not entirely familiar with the game of futsal. We're going to be playing 2 20-minute halves, and then it'll be straight to penalties if we are tied after the final whistle. You're going to notice that the keeper is going to be engaged fairly often here today, but the ball's not allowed to be passed back to them in their own end, and they only have 4 seconds on the ball in their own end. But if they receive it over half, they are more than welcome to be engaged in the game. So we're just waiting for the two teams to come out of the change rooms here yet still. We got off to a late start in the warm-ups while I was down there talking to the coaches. We will also be having a moment of silence before kickoff to remember Joshua Yamarillo, the former coach of 9 de October, who passed away in December. And our thoughts and prayers are with his family and his friends here who are going to be out today. He was such an integral part of this scene in Southern Ontario, a name and a face familiar to anyone who's been in the gyms taking in football action these last several years. We're going to take a quick break here until the teams come out and actually join us. So hang tight, go grab yourselves a Gatorade and a snack. We'll be right back with your opening kickoff in the 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup Final. go here. We're going to have our national anthems played, or our national anthem played just before our match here between Nueve de Octobre FC and Toronto Idolo. My name is Pierce Lang. Welcome to the Mohawk College campus for this 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup Final. We're going to have a moment of silence here in just a moment for former Nueve de Octobre head coach Josh Yamarillo. And it'll be the national anthems. And then we'll be right back with all your action.
Starting with the visiting team, Nueve de Octobre Toronto. Number 30, Joshua Lemos. Number 2, Andy McCarroll. Number 4, Julian Souza. Number 5, Raheem Rose. Number 6, Matthew Leos. Number 7, Jesse Oliver. Number 8, Alejandro Porta. Number 10, Joshua Paredes. Number 11, Daniel Shamale. Number 16, Juan Zapata. Number 18, Luis Escobar. Number 19, Gasper Caruso. Number 20, Christian Semenenko. And number 23, John Schmitz. Your head coach, Joe Genovese. Assistant coach, Julio Garcia. Your manager, Jose Luis Seguencia. Assistant coach, Christopher Seguencia. And assistant coach, John G. And now the lineup for our home team, the GS Toronto Idolo. Number 99, Dylan Carrillo. Number 15, Mateus DiMarco. Number 9, Damian Graham. Number 4, Aiden Hugo. Number 3, Eduardo Yurigi. Number 5, Sebastian Lopez Suarez. Number 7, Dimitri Medved. Number 10, Jacob Orlana. Number 17, Akira Rocco. Number 2, Inev Samuels. Number 14, Eugen Ziat. Number 1, Philip Zendelak. And number 6, Arthur Salamanca. And number 2, Danielle Roden. Your head coach, Lorenzo Redwood. Assistant coach, Giovanni Azigo. And manager, Jason Chavez. Assistant coach, Diego Perguera. Assistant coach, Luigi Caruso. And now introducing our match officials for today's Ontario Cup Final. First referee, Nick Magenis. Second referee, John Elwin. Third referee, Farad Habibi. Fourth referee, Dan McClintock. Fans, please rise if you're awake. Fans, please rise if you're able to remove your hat from the plate for our national anthem, and please remain standing after the anthem for a moment of silence for Josh Jaramillo, who passed away at Christmas time. Thank you. Good luck to both teams.
All right, friends, hello and welcome. We're almost ready to go here finally from the Mohawk College campus here in Hamilton, Ontario. It's your 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup Final. My name's Pierce Lang. We have an outstanding game ahead of ourselves here today between Toronto Idolo and Nueve de Octobro. These two teams, very historic. When you think of futsal in the GTA, these are the two teams you think of. Idolo got here by beating First Touch FC Jaguars in a shootout, literally getting by the skin of their teeth after giving up a 4-goal lead. Their keeper made 2 saves in the shootout. And on the other side, it was Nueve de Octobro winning 5-4 over La Nueva Escuela Toronto, setting us up for all of this. Here's a look at your starting lineup for Nueve de Octobro. You've got Vaquero, Rios, Portal, Chamali, and Smits out there. Portal with plenty of experience, member of the Cuban national team. Vaquero's the same story. We're having a look at Joshua Paredes there as he was getting warmed up, and here's a look at Toronto Idolo. Zendelic, the keeper, again made those 2 saves in the shootout. Samuels will be out there with Suarez, Medved, and Zayats. So, a lot of players with Canadian futsal national team experience here for Nueve, including Rios and Chamelet, Lemos, Smits, and Raheem Rose. They're hoping to go for the three-peat here, wanting to be the first to do so in the Ontario Futsal Cup. Talked to Christopher Sequencia before the game. President of the club, or so he told me. And he was saying he was hoping for a great game. These two teams are full of guys who are great friends on and off the court. And speaking with head coach Julio Garcia, he said his team was looking to score more goals than their opponent today, which was a delightful insight. Over on the other side of the pitch for Idolo, or the court, I guess, rather than that, for Idolo, it's going to be a young team. Coaching staff brought in a lot of young players. You're going to want to keep an eye on Aiden Hugo, who was part of the TFC Academy, but also Sebastian Lopez. And then Samuels as well. And it looks like we're about ready to kick off here, friends. Enough with the pleasantries, and we'll get ourselves ready for action here at the Braley Recreation Center on the Mohawk College campus in Hamilton, Ontario for your 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup. We're going to have the women's final after this at 2:30. It's going to be Scarborough GS United taking on Windsor Cabato. Pretty stacked roster for that Windsor Cabato side, with many of the players suiting up for the Woodbridge Strikers League One Ontario women's team. I was talking to one of the players who shall remain nameless on Instagram yesterday as we got an early shot and the rebound tipped wide of the goal as well. That he's saying that Windsor team is full of mercenaries. Just got a bit of a chuckle. Portal giving it up for Baquero. Some fast action here as Portal makes the run to get himself in front of goal. Chamale with it once more. Look for him to be the fulcrum of this Nueve attack. Full house here at the Braley Recreation Center, as you would come to expect here. The last several years we've had fantastic turnouts, an early opportunity, and there's a fantastic finish in front by Sebastian Lopez. Have another look at it here, turning on it and firing. Great pass there by Medved to set up Lopez. It's an early 1-0 lead here for Toronto Idolo. Pass intended for Chamale, and he's going to watch that ball go out. Baquero receiving the ball back from Portal. And patience here from Nueve de October. This is Joshua Paredes getting his first touch. Paredes scanning, and he finds Baquero. Paredes with it once again. Ball intended for Paredes, and he's going to watch that sail by and out for an Idolo ball. Jesse Oliver dispossessed. Another opportunity for Idolo, and a shot in towards goal from Medved. He's looking for his second. It's a goal kick here. A little confusion. Just a restart for Nueve de October. Good job there by Nueve to squirt the ball out. That was Samaniego. Paredes leaving it for Jesse Oliver. This is Raheem Rose. Oliver working his way in towards goal, leaving it for Rose. Raheem Rose. Rose, a shot deflected, and that'll go out for a corner. Raheem Rose, a name that'll be familiar to any fans of League One Ontario's men's Premier Division. Consistent and regular fixture for Vaughan Azzurri. Was also a member of that cup competition we watched 2 years ago where the Toronto team did ever so well. Paredes with a shot towards goal and sends up all wide of the net. 1-0 your score here still, friends. 6th minute of play. Toronto Idola leading Nueve de October. Possession greatly favoring the boys in black. They just haven't been able to find the back of the goal. Portal's pass, just a little bit too much mustard on it. This is Zayats. Zayats turning around. Fabulous shot there off the boot of number 8 for Idolo. Receiving the ball. Rose the intended target, but a little bit too much for him to get onto. Ball worked in for Jaregui. Ball scooped in a shot in towards John Smith, and he watched that go by. Carroll. Bring it off for Portal. Pressure mounting here for Nueve de October. As they can't seem to work the ball inside against Idolo. All this familiar firepower that they've got, and they're being steered wide consistently. And a fantastic finish there by Vaquero. Couldn't have timed it better. Curse of the commentator. They did exactly what I said they weren't doing, and they managed to finish off the passing play in front, and it's Vaquero with his first. Vaquero stealing the ball and immediately gives it up. Crowd starting to get into this one. Chamale leaving it for Vaquero. There's Chamale once again. Luis Escobar getting it to Vaquero, and Vaquero will get the call. 10th minute of play, and we're all level here at the Braley Recreation Center. Chamale working his way into enemy territory. Vaquero able to maintain possession. Vaquero gets the shot off, but it's blocked in front by Orellana. Have another look at it here. Orellana getting down and making himself big enough to block that shot. Paredes with another shot, and he got all of that one. Smashed it off the back of Akira Rocco. Paredes, another longtime member of this Nueve de October side, and a familiar face for, again, fans of League One Ontario's men's Premier Division. Here he is making a run in towards goal. He still got it down towards the touchline, but wasn't able to maintain possession as that ball goes out. And possession is turned over for Idolo. Torregi playing it back to his keeper. I told you before the game started, that's a no-no here. In your own half. So great opportunity coming for Nueve de October. Rios is going to lay it off, and a shot in towards goal is blocked. Another shot, big save. Rios with a third shot and sends that one just wide of Philip Zandelek's goal. Pass from Zaitz. Off target again, and possession turned over once more. Joshua Paredes. David Chamelet. Jesse Oliver. Jesse Oliver once more. Chamelet collecting his own in his own end. Change on the fly as Paredes comes out of the match for Portal. Chamelet getting it over for Oliver. Pressure finally comes from Damien Graham. Matthew Rios trying to squeak by on the left side. Possession's been greatly in favor of Nueve de October here so far in the first half. The score remains level. Idolo making the most of their opportunities here today. Rios. Chamelet doing a fantastic job shielding the ball. Bucaro back out onto the court. Alejandro Portal, former Canadian Premier League player, currently plying his trade with Simcoe County Rovers, and a big save there from Zandelek. And here are the words of encouragement coming from Joshua Paredes, saying how much he loves what they're doing out there. San Diego getting the ball back, pokes it past the keeper, but wide of the goal. Fantastic opportunity. Vaquero with it once more in the corner. Trying to find some space. Portal on it now. Ball went out of bounds. Portal put it back in, and his touch is going to let him down as he turns over possession to Idolo deep in their own end. Rose getting it to Vaquero, and the ball across the face of goal. Samaniego unable to get onto the end of that one. Glorious opportunity going by the wayside for Nueve de October. Rose down into the corner with the ball and danced his way over the touchline, unfortunately. Rose with it again. Stripped of the ball by Damian Graham. Vaquero with a look towards goal. Decides to get it to Proctor. Or Paredes, rather. That. You'll have to forgive me. He used to go by Paredes Proctor. You'll find a lot of these fellas using the traditional Spanish naming practices of using last names of both parents. We're doing our best here to simplify it. As Rios decides to move to the other side. Put the ball in over there. Getting a countdown from our referee. Paredes over to Vaquero. Rose onto his left, decides to cut it back. Rios. Pressure on Rios there from Zayats. Paredes. Graham forcing an error from Paredes, and Paredes blaming Rios for not keeping the ball in when he lost it. Aiden Hugo. Hugo with the ball again. Hugo making the run. The pass was just a bit behind him from Graham. Zaitz blocking Vaquero's cheeky ball. Rio slipping a ball up for Paredes to run onto. Graham gets a foot in on it, and it's poked into the path of Zandelek. Hugo with a shot blocked by Vaquero. This is Samuels. Keanu Samuels getting the call. Paredes seemed to have been a little too physical in his attempts to reacquire possession. Hugo with a shot off the post. Full sprint here from Raheem Rose. He plays the ball across. Rios was there, but the keeper got a touch to it. Idolo are going to get possession. It looked like Zandelek had got the tip of his toe to that ball. Hugo back to Zayats. Hugo with the no-look shot. Great save by Smits, getting his knee out. Fantastic finish from Aiden Hugo as he reopens the lead, opening his own account here in the scoring. 2-1 for Idolo is the lead. Have another look at that. No mistake there from Aiden Hugo. We're 2 minutes into additional time. The pace suddenly frantic here. The crowds re-entered the match, as you can hear. Chamelet with the ball over the top for Portal. He chests it down. Gets the pass into Oliver, but again, Nueve de October struggling to connect the dots in the final end. In the final third, their opponent's end. Portal picking off that pass. Chamelet giving it back to his keeper, Smits. Smits with the long pass. Just ever so slightly off target as he was looking for Jesse Oliver. Giovanni Zaitz getting it to his keeper, Keanu Samuels giving it back to Zaitz. Hugo with a careless touch. Chamelet takes the ball off of him. Chamelet still working with it as he rises back up to his feet. He's going to get the call. Hugo's going to argue the call. Hugo's going to have to keep his cool here. A player known to straddle that line, playing on the edges. Portal gets a shot off from the ground. Semeniego with it now on the near sideline. Zayat's giving him all kinds of trouble. Portal's going to play it back for Chamelet. Semeniego and Chamelet playing the two-man game at the halfway point of the court. Chamelet's going to take a break as Rios re-enters the game. Chamelet dispossessed. Joshua Paredes playing it into the corner for Rios. Rios with his back to goal, turns, puts it in front. Fantastic finish from Joshua Paredes to level the score here in your 2025 Ontario Men's Futsal Cup Final. Look at this pass from Rios, and Paredes sprawling to get his left toe onto that ball, pushing it past Zandelek and tying things up. Samuels with a shot from tight range off the outside of the net. There's the goal scorer, Paredes. Samuels. This is Rocco. Samuels one-on-one with Paredes. Samuels regains possession and continues his run. Gets a shot off before Paredes pulls him over. Smits dives onto the loose ball. Chamelé had to look up the court. Rose was covered. Samuels getting a foot out to block Chamelé's pass. Samuels going to ground. Call goes against Chamelé. Goals come off here. It's going to need to be sorted out. That ball went just wide of the net. Ball went out on this near sideline. Matthew Rios had his pocket picked. Zayats having a go of it here in the corner, and he's going to lose. He's going to get the call. Zayats to put it back into play. Fantastic finish by Keanu Samuels. Smits disappointed in himself as he let that ball go right past him in front of his own net. Have another look at it here. You can see why Smits is disappointed in himself. He basically just watched that go right past him into the path of Samuels, and Samuels with a cool finish in front, tying things back up.
Yes, Toronto, another goal scored by number 8, Ian Samuel.
Chamelé getting it back to Baquero, over to Portal, and down into the corner for Rose. He's going to leave it for Portal. Zayats and Rose battling for possession. Rose with it into the corner deep in his own end. Baquero unable to get it past Samuels. Great save there by Smits. Zayats has been getting his cardio in here this afternoon. Chamelé was getting fancy earlier, calling him Chamelé. It's Chamelé. Fantastic finish there again. Oliva Portal, the Cuban former international, blasting a left-footed ball past Zendelek and Nueve back into the lead. Zayats. Oliver got it forward to Portal. He's going to have a look towards goal. Tried to find some space, but nobody moved up the court to give him any help. Zayats is going to use Zendelek and get it right back again. Zayats. Timeout called by Nueve de October. Both teams taking this opportunity to get in some words of wisdom from the coaching staff. Make sure you tune in at 2:30 for our women's final. Again, it's going to be Windsor Cabato taking on Scarborough GS United in that match. Should be one heck of a game. Right now it's 3-3 between Toronto Idolo and Nueve de October Futsal Club. Nueve de October going for their third men's final championship in a row here today. But this young group from Toronto Idolo giving them fits. I was told before the game we were going to want to keep our eyes on Keanu Samuels, and he has not disappointed. Paredes getting it to Baquero. Samuels blocking Baquero's clearance. Samuels with his still puts a ball into the middle, and he's tripped up by Chamale. And Paredes is going to get a yellow for his consternation. He kicked the ball away. His League One Ontario men's coach from Scrusapi, John Yaku, here in the crowd shaking his head over that rush of blood to the head from one of his top midfielders. John's on the coaching staff for that Windsor Cabato women's side I was just talking about. Zayats putting a ball in towards goal and tipped just wide off the boot of Sebastian Lopez. A minute 45 left on the clock, friends. Chamale with it. Oliver fakes the shot and pulls it back out for Baquero. Baquero with the shot in towards Zendelek. Brings the ball back down again. Chamale. Baquero one-on-one with Zayats. Paredes with plenty of space in front of him decides to calm things down. Chamale looking for the call. Oliver blasts that ball out off of Zayats. Rios unable to turn and get a shot off. Be another turnover of possession. Jaregui playing it back for Zayats. Zayats begging for someone to open up for him. Sloppy possession there from Idolo. Jaregui was unable to get a handle on that pass. Alejandro Portal getting it over for Chamale. Daniel Chamale. Looks like that's gonna wrap things up here for your first half. We're into extra time. Wow! Rios bangs it in extra time. We crossed the 20-minute threshold, and what an incredible finish there by Matthew Rios, number 6 in black. Getting the right foot out, smashing home that ball. 4-3 your score right now, as Nueve de October take the lead. And our referee telling the players to stay out on the court. There's still some time to go, despite the fact the crowd's leaving. It's going to be a free kick in this last second, and with that touch, the whistle's going to blow. And that's your first half in the books, friends, from the Braley Recreation Center here in Hamilton, Ontario, on the campus of Mohawk College. My name is Pierce Lang. Your score right now in your Ontario Futsal Final for 2025 in the men's division is Nueve de October 4, Toronto Idolo 3. We'll be right back with your second half of action in a few minutes. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Braley Recreation Center on the Mohawk College campus in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario. It's your 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup Men's Final. We want to give a big thank you to BMO as the bank of soccer with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels. BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives. We'd also like to thank DFO, now in their third year as Ontario Soccer Premier Partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 dairy producers and their families. It's the Dairy Farmers of Ontario here before we get our second half of action underway. Idulo down 4-3 right now to Nueve de October. It's been fantastic back and forth action here so far this afternoon by these two powerhouses of the futsaling game here in Southern Ontario. Great save by Smits. Ball pushed back to him by Portal, and he's going to clear that out for a throw. Big booming shot off the boot of Sebastian Lopez. Well off target. Beccaro getting a ball up to Rios. He chests it down. Holds the play up. Getting it to Beccaro. This is Chamale. Daniel Chamale, the Canadian international futsaler. Beccaro turning on it, twisting, giving it back to Chamale. Big sliding tackle there from Sebastian Lopez as he stands over Beccaro and gives him a piece of his mind. Rios. Portal with Graham giving him something to think about. Graham still on Portal. Rios keeps it in. Chamale gets it out wide for Beccaro. Lopez giving Beccaro plenty of space to breathe. Chamale's chip goes over the head of Rios and out. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to continue collaborating with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. Zayats. Chamale blocked his initial pass, and that ball had eyes for the back of the net. Zayats beating Smits from a long ways out. Traffic in front of the goal. You're going to have a look at it here. Blasted it low and hard, and Smits just lost that one in some feet in front of him by the looks of it. And Yohanni Zayats drawing his side level here in the second half. San Diego with pressure coming from Medved. And ball turned over here for Idolo. Getting it over for Oliver. Oliver trying to find Portal, but Hugo was there to break up the play. Paredes has Hugo on him. Oliver gets it over to Rose. Rose well off target with that pass. Paredes caught flat-footed. Sandalak putting a shot in towards goal. Hugo was there to tip it in, but he was just ever so slightly off target with that opportunity. Sandalak there putting that ball on a rope for Hugo. Rose finding some space, gets it into the middle. Hugo got it to Zayats and back to Hugo. Hugo trying to beat Smits. Zayats getting it to Graham. Graham tries to get the shot up, but Rose is there to get the block in. Samaniego is going to chase that ball out. Glorious opportunities at either end in those last two flurries. And Annie Zayats calmly holding on to possession along this near sideline, giving it up for Rosa. Sorry, Lopez, not Rosa. Samuel's coming back in for Damian Graham. Referee having a quick word with the Idolo bench. Aiden Hugo standing over the ball, looking to get it back into play. Zayats trying another shot from distance. Samaniego battling with Hugo. Penalty's going to go against Samaniego. Looks like it's just a yellow card. There won't be a penalty associated with it. 2 yellows and you get a red. That's 2 minutes down a man when it does indeed happen. Haven't got that far yet. Shot in front, tipped by Oliver. Zayats leaving it for Lopez. Dolo trying to break down this Nueve de October defense, and great stop there from Paredes to win back possession. for the boys in black. Here's Raheem Rose laying it off for there's Matthew Rios. Rose with his back to goal. Pressure coming from Samuels. Paredes with a shot off of Samuels. Referee looks to have missed the deflection there, giving it to Idolo. Rios with an opportunity, one-on-one with the keeper. Zendelek with a big save to stop Rios in his tracks. Here's Zayats now leading the rush. Yehani Zayats has his pocket picked by Raheem Rose and then wins the ball back again. Vaquero back to Rose. Samuels going to ground, getting the call against Alejandro Portal, and you could see the disappointment in Portal's face when the whistle was blown. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are proud premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. Canadian Premier League season about to get underway here. Teams still releasing their kits for 2025 on a slow trickle. As I understand it, York United will be launching their kit in a very fancy private event here in the next few weeks. Rios over to Chamale, and Vaquero has it now on the near sideline. Idolo laying off here, waiting for Nueve to cross half before they really apply any kind of pressure. Now you can see they've got fed up with that strategy and win the ball back in a dangerous position. Chance coming here, and Samuels is going to come away with it, leaving it for Aiden Hugo. Hugo now down towards the touchline, puts a shot in. Smits gets his paws to it. Cleared up and over half. This is Orellana. Hugo bodied off the ball by Vaquero. Ball lofted over the top for Medvid. He's got Rios on him. Samuels with an opportunity, a big save by Smits. A second save on the rebound off of Hugo. Bouncing around in front, calls for a handball. Referee decides to play on. Chamale had the opportunity to break, but a fantastic sliding challenge there from Dimitro Medvid. Broke that up. Another look at it there for you. And Vaquero got away with one, I think. Rios and Samuels battling for it. And that's going to go out over touch for an Idolo ball. 4-4 here, friends. It's a tight one, as you'd expect from these two regional powerhouses of the futsaling game. Rose turning, Samuels on him. Rose gets past him, fires a shot in towards Zendelek, and it's going to be a corner here for Nueve to October. Good hustle from the lino on this near side. Samaniego getting a ball into the middle for Rose. Paredes looked to have a shot, and his no-look pass well wide of anybody in a black shirt. Bakiro to Rose. Paredes with Samuels all over him. Rose leaving it for Paredes, and his shot's parried over the bar and out for a corner. Bacaro's going to take it quickly, putting it in front for Paredes, and he got to the ball. Bouncing around, Rose gets a shot off, whistle's blown. It's going to be an Adolo ball after that scramble in front. You've got another look at it here. Paredes, I think, being called for hauling his man down, but I don't think he had much to do with that from that second look we got. Here he is with the ball now, flipping it up for Samaniego to run onto. Samaniego sliding, winning the ball back, trying to maintain possession. Samuel's giving him all kinds of headaches. Bakiro battling, and finally it's going to be escorted out by Akira Rocco. Akira Rocco, you had a look at there as he's got the ball again. He's had a solid performance so far. He's looked pretty good in his few touches he's had. Zayats. Fabulous save on Medved. Or sorry, Orellana. Orellana with it again. Another shot in towards Smits' goal and sends that wide. Smits might have got a touch to it. Decision coming from the officials, and they're going to say he didn't get his hand to it. Got a man down right now. Have another look at the goals that have been scored here if we've got a chance, but it looks like our player's back up to his feet. So here you go, that first opening goal. What a fantastic finish in front by Sebastian Lopez. Look at this finish from Bakiro. Aiden Hugo with the one-touch finish. They're absolutely beautiful. Paredes sprawling to poke that ball in. This one's my favorite so far. Samuels getting the touch with Smits caught sleeping on his line. Ball's back in play. We'll have a look at the rest of the goals later. Rios unable to keep possession. This is Rios. Zayat's all over his back, and he's going to find Portal. Rios leaving it for Portal. Rocco going to ground. Oliver sliding in, but Orellana got to it first. Or Rios, rather that. It wasn't even Rios, it's Lopez. I'm just going to list off every name available before I get it right, apparently. That was Jacob Orellana getting it into play there. Zayat. You can hear the excitement from the crowd on that last play. Jamale with it now. Score still 4-4 right now in your 2025 Ontario Futsal Cup. Bakiro getting it past Samuels, stops on a dime, shot blocked, and that's going to go out for a 9 de October ball on this near sideline. Samaniego tried to slip a pass through, and it was picked off by Lopez. Shot in by Samuels, and Smits gets a hand to it, pushing it to the right of his goal. Zayat's calming things down. Seven minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. Zandala getting the ball forward for Medved. Medved double teamed and Paredes poked it free. Pass intended to get back to Paredes, and here's a chance now for Medved. Wasn't able to reel it in, and he passed it all the way back, and his keeper's going to have to collect here in his own end, and it's going to be over and back. The one official making the call for over and back, but the pass is, the argument here is being made that the pass was unintentional and the keeper had just come to collect it. I feel like that's going to be up to the referee's discretion. Lopez getting a yellow card. Conversations continuing here. Lopez pleading his case. Still being told to sit down and keep quiet. Still going at it though. You heard it there, folks. The official call coming down that Lopez has got the yellow card. So 9 de October with 3 fouls here so far in the second half. Once you get to 5, it is a penalty kick. So bear that in mind. Only 1 foul so far called against Idolo. There's Zayats showing off his ability to move forwards and backwards. Look at this display of two-footedness. Laying it back for Zandalek. Zandalek chipping it over for Samuels, and Samuels again unable to reel that ball in. Oh, lovely play by Bakiro to get it forward to Paredes. Paredes looking for a Rose, and again, unable to connect the dots in the opposition end. It's going to be the story of today's game. Opportunities going by the wayside. Zandelek overthrowing his intended target. Damian Graham. Picaro leaving it for Portal. Portal chipping it up over the top. Rose running onto it. Rose collects down towards the touchline, and Nedved got a foot in and poked that free. Smith's playing a pass through for Rios. Chamale. Rose stopping. Finding Baquero. Rose and Samuels in a good little battle there. Rose came away with it. This is Rios. Chamale. Rios has Medvid on him. Rios getting it through for Portal. Portal trying to find some space. Chamale being closed down by Graham. Damian Graham giving him all kinds of trouble. Blocks Smith's clearance. Portal's clearance blocked into a shot on goal. Don't know if that was Graham's intention whatsoever. Chamale popping the ball up over the top. Zayats is going to get to it first. This is Aiden Hugo. Aiden Hugo working his way into the corner. Chamale closing him down. Soon, another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Futsal Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Futsal Cup trophy. Created by Nuthers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nuthers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at Nuthers.com. Zayats on the near sideline. Rios shadowing him. Zayats unable to get the ball past Rios. Hugo with a look towards goal. Not sure what he was trying to pull off there. Here's Zayats again with the ball. Rios giving him something to think about. Jacob Orellana laying it off for Aiden Hugo. Zayats with some room. Orellana putting the ball in towards goal, but again, shots got to get on target if they're going to get in the goal. I feel as though I'm not imparting insights you haven't already heard or already know at this point. Ooh, Rose going to ground, and that's a obvious red card. Last man back, stopping a man one-on-one on a breakaway. So Zandelek is gone. We're going to have a penalty here as well. Backup keeper getting warmed up. It looks like it's going to be Dylan Carrillo. Zandelek suddenly rehabbing a hamstring injury here. Both teams taking this opportunity to get some instruction in. 3:40 left on the clock. We are knotted up at fours, but this is a pivotal moment in the match here all of a sudden as Idola are going to be without their starting keeper. Another yellow card handed out to the bench by the looks of it for Idola. So you'll get the announcement on that one here in just a moment. Still waiting for the dust to settle. Clock is stopped. Zendelek still unable to get himself up off the ground, apparently. Have a look at the shots on target. Greatly in favor of Toronto Idolo. The 5-shot advantage here with 3:40 left on the clock. Zendelek being a real good sport about it here. Making a bit of a meal out of this one. He's already been ejected from the game. If I had to hazard a guess, he's wasting a bit of time here in an effort to give his backup a chance to get ready. We'll see if he's able to get off the court on his own, and lo and behold, here he is able to walk. Color me surprised. Zayats and Rose debating what's going to happen here. I think Rose is expecting a penalty because he was alone on goal when the foul occurred.
Yellow card issued in the way to approve at number 30, Joshua Limos.
So that yellow card to the bench was to Josh Limos. So the dust is starting to settle here. It looks like it's just going to be a free kick with Rios to take Jesse Oliver over there with him, but it looks like Rios wants to take control of this situation. So Idola find themselves down a man. With 3:40 left on the clock. Paredes leaving it for Rose. Rose creeping in. Rios is going to chase this down. Paredes. Wide for Rios. Orellana providing cover. That ball is going to go all the way back for Smits. Zayat's giving him plenty of room to work with. Rose finding Paredes on the near sideline. Pace picking up here ever so slightly as Nueve de October are going to want to open up the lead here with 2 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock. Been a fabulous game here in this final, and a great goal from Jesse Oliver, all alone in front, tipped it between the legs of Cirillo. And Nueve de October open up the lead. Have another look at it here. Cirillo with his first shot against him, and it's a goal for Nueve de October. That'll bring about an end to the man advantage for Nueve de October, but again, the goalkeeper is gone. Carrillo in net now as Zendelek was ejected from the match with the red card. Our women's team's stretching in the background. A reminder that kickoff's going to be shortly after this one ends. It's going to be GS Elite taking on Windsor Cabato. That should be a phenomenal game. I had a chance to chat with a couple of the women from Windsor before the match, and they're really excited for this game. I kind of breezed through the competition to this point in this final matchup. Should be a solid test for the girls. Looks like Kim Lee's going to be a part of that officiating crew for the final. A name and face that'll be familiar to fans and friends and family across the province. One of the top referees we've got here in Ontario. Zayat's laying it off for Orlana. No, it's not. It's Carrillo came out. So standard operating procedure here in futsal to engage your keeper late in the game as an extra attacker, and we see that now from Idolo. Shot in towards goal and a big save. Shot in towards that empty goal, and it's whistled just wide of the net by Baquero. It's Sebastian Lopez wearing the orange penny, identifying himself as the keeper here for this last minute and 30 seconds left on the clock as Idolo try and get themselves back into this game. They're down 5-4. Zayats with the pass down low, and Medved's shot. He's claiming it went off of Smits, but Smits and everyone in black playing dumb. Here's Baquero with it now. Samuel's on him. Baquero back for Chamale. Paredes will reset. Pass slipped through for Rios. He's one-on-one. And Zorlana on Rios, and Rios will put that ball out. Exactly 60 seconds left on the clock. 59 on our clock on your screen. My apologies. Zayat's giving it to Lopez. Lopez, careless touch. Sees the ball go out. Here's Baquero. Samuel's applying pressure. Ball chipped up over the top for Rios. Orlana trying to keep the ball away from Rios. Carrillo's clearance stopped at half by Chamale. Baquero getting a foot in and tried to stop Zayats, and Zayats is going to go to ground eventually, turning the ball over. Here's Rios now getting past Orlana despite his efforts. Medved's going to watch that ball go out, and possession turned over here for Nueve de October. You can hear the fans chanting Nueve as they try and get their team riled up for these last 7.3 seconds according to the score clock. Five seconds left according to your clock on your screen. 3, 2, Jamali with the clearance, and that's it, folks. Nueve de October, 5-4 winners over Toronto Idolo, and your Ontario Futsal Cup Finals champions. Thank you for tuning in to this one. We were ever so glad to have you. My name's Pierce Lang. For everyone here, thanks for watching. Enjoy the medal ceremony, and be sure to stick around for the women's final, which will be starting almost as soon as this one ends.